She was a wonderful support to her older brother, King Charles, during the coronation, but now Anne, the Princess Royal, is letting go of all pleasantries. Now that the pomp and circumstance is over, she's getting real. 1 week after the historic event, New Ideas royal insiders are revealing that the relationship between Anne and Queen Camilla has all but broken down, and the king's only sister is not holding back anymore on her newly crowned sister-in-law. Before Charles's big day, Anne confronted Camilla at a coronation dinner. Royal dressmaker David Emmanuel, who designed Princess Diana's wedding dress, revealed that the two women had a highly charged falling out over Camilla's title. He explained, "I heard that there was a dinner, with which obviously the king and Camilla were there. Apparently, the Princess Royal said, 'You're not queen, you're the queen's consort.'" So let's clarify what exactly she's talking about. Alright, so in February of last year, the late Queen Elizabeth declared that it was her sincere wish that Camilla be officially known as Queen Consort when Charles acceded the throne. This was definitely an upgrade from what had been announced before. Before, they had said that she should use Princess Consort title. They said that Camilla would use that when Charles became king. And according to sources who spoke with New Idea, it is very unlike Anne to lash out like that, but they say that she is simply tired of her sister-in-law. Anne feels Camilla overstepped the mark ahead of the coronation by referring to herself simply as queen. The insider says she showed no humility by dropping consort, and no one knew she would be taking the full title of queen since the late queen's announcement. And apparently the title change has ruffled Anne's feathers according to this source. Just a few moments before the coronation, Buckingham Palace actually updated the royal family's website to include Camilla's new designation, although insiders point out that she had been using it already. This isn't about Anne's loyalty to her mom. This is about protocol. And ever since that dinner that was filled with tension, Camilla has mostly tried to avoid Anne. They were not photographed together at the coronation, other than the family portrait in which the king was placed between the two of them. For now at least, according to the source, Anne is being respectful and getting back to work. But they say that she's still going to be critical of Camilla if she doesn't toe the firm's line. In other news, it looks like the coronation was officially a success. It went off without a hitch, and no matter what you think of the monarchy or what you think of the UK in general, you cannot deny that the Brits certainly know how to accomplish the best of pageantry. As Carly Simon once crooned, nobody does it better. I mean, everybody looked gorgeous, and everybody performed their tasks perfectly. I can't help but applaud the new king. I mean, he looked a little overwhelmed by the enormity of the occasion and the responsibilities that are now squarely on his shoulders. But still, he has such a support by his side in Queen Camilla. She is going to be a very calming influence for him. When Prince William touched the crown and kissed him on the cheek, and they made eye contact for a brief moment, nobody with any heart could have failed to be moved by it. It was so sincere. And Princess Catherine, my goodness, didn't she look striking, as did the children. I'm sure the working royals are going to have no problem stepping up to the plate. We can see that already, and the public is already warming up to them. The public is already showing them a lot of love and support. To me, the only thing that cast a bit of a dark shadow on that day was watching Harry walk in with false bravado and a cocky attitude. Walking all by himself, he was acknowledging the crowd, most of whom could hardly even stand to look at him. Even his wrinkled Dior suit couldn't elevate him on any upper scale. I guess they assumed that even though they quit their royal duties, they would still get a valet thrown in for good measure, but of course that's not the case. Harry's medals, which once may have meant a lot by way of accomplishments and bravery, have now paled into the significance by the treachery Harry has shown to his own family. Personally, I think it would have been better if he didn't even bother coming. His presence was nothing more than a distraction, and for what reason? I do understand that the king wanted him there because he is still his son, but I don't think it helped matters. In fact, I would say it made everything a lot worse. For a son to refuse to acknowledge his father on such an important occasion to me was unforgivable and torturous. Now, Princess Anne, that was a wonderful blinder that she played, wasn't it? That Blues and Royals Cavalry Regiment uniform of whom she is the colonel. That elegant red plume that was perched so perfectly upon the hat took pride of place, and it blocked Harry's view, which was just as well really, because it could be clearly seen that he didn't want to be there anyway. He didn't want to recognize his father, whether with love or otherwise. And also, most of us didn't want to see him there either, so better that we didn't have to look at him. Makes me think of another singer, Adele, and her chorus of Rolling in the Deep. We could have had it all. You're gonna wish you never had met me. I mean, how fitting is that line? Poor Harry, he really could have had it all, but he decided to give it all up for Meghan Markle, to turn his back on his own family and his country too. How could we forget the wonderful late Queen, whom he also didn't show much respect for? I do wonder what Harry's plan B is, because it does not look like his plan A is working out very well. One thing I think the coronation really proved is that the talk of Harry and Meghan overshadowing the monarchy is absolute nonsense. It is the monarchy. The monarchy is winning. Harry and Meghan are the losers. At this point, they're just looking increasingly desperate. Harry has shown himself to be a lost, scowling, weak figure, and the last photo of Meghan out for that alleged hike around the corner of Montecito without Harry or any sign of the invisible children, wearing thousands of dollars worth of jewelry, was just too absurd for words. I do hope that the king is going to come to his senses and do the right thing and ask Parliament to take the necessary steps to get rid of those titles. It's true that Harry will always be a prince, that is his birthright, but he's already proven he can keep that title for as long as he wants to, but he's never going to live up to it. And the truth is, neither of them deserve the Duke and Duchess titles. Those need to be taken away. So it looks like the UK is getting back to business as usual after months and weeks of planning and speculation of all kinds. Now it's all about train strikes and doctors and nurses strikes and rantings from Republicans and stop oil protests too. But the coronation weekend was truly amazing. And thanks to everybody across the world who wanted to share this event, it was enjoyed by so many people. We also don't really know why exactly Harry came. I mean, obviously he didn't want to be there. Was it all because of the pressure from Meghan and Netflix? He needed to go get some juicy gossip and photos, maybe? Or did the palace put some pressure on him? Maybe they said, if you're not going to come, then you are out forever. I do understand that the Archbishop spoke to him, and he put some pressure on Harry to see things from their perspective. Of course, we're never going to know at the end of the day the real reasons for his attendance. I just want to say, I admire the people of Britain so much. You all have such an ancient and rich history, and the monarchy has been a vital part of that. They are no longer rulers of the people, of course not, but it seems like they were a really important gemstone in the hearts of most citizens in the UK. Long ago, the British kings fought off so many invaders, and eventually they managed to secure the integrity of the country. And that is a reason, all my British friends, that is a reason for you to be proud. And you, what do you think about this news? Please tell me your opinion below in the comments. If you think my video is helpful, remember to like and share it with anyone else who would enjoy it. And please subscribe.